LaMelo Ball is about to have a breakout year and set the record straight. Remember, not too long ago, he was regarded as a better player than both Anthony Edwards and Tyrese Halliburton, considering he won Rookie of the Year over both of them and was widely considered as the best young player from that draft class. He averaged 24 points per game, 8 assists, 5 rebounds, and 32 minutes per game this year for the Charlotte Hornets, but that's the problem. Per game, he only played 22 games, and that is not good at all. It's been the same ankle issues over the last couple of seasons. However, if you take out the first 5 games and then the games where he got injured, he averaged 28.8 points per game, 8.3 assists, and 6.1 rebounds per game for the Charlotte Hornets this season. But like I said, he missed 60 games, and then you take into account the 2 games he was injured in. He only played in 24 games this year, and that is not good. He shot 43% from the field and 36% from 3, another thing that is not good at all. But he did have a stretch from November 5th to November 22nd where he went absolutely nuclear, averaging about 32 points per game over that 9-game stretch, including this absolute domination of the eventual NBA champion Boston Celtics, where he put 36 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists, and got the dub over the Celtics, who lost 21 games, including the playoffs last season. To put that in perspective for you, and he took the lowly Charlotte Hornets and beat the Celtics. Yes, granted, it was at home, but this right here, that play you just saw, is why I love Miles Bridges and Tajon Saloon alongside of LaMelo Ball. It's because of their off-ball cutting, their rim running, and LaMelo is probably one of the best transition passers in the league. Here you see him knocking down the 3 off the assist from Miles, and then you get into the pick and roll with Mark Williams. Porzingis, that's just disrespectful to be hanging out at the restricted area when LaMelo's coming off of a screen. And then, like I said, I love these young athletic wings that the Hornets have brought in to run with LaMelo on the break. It's a perfectly orchestrated squad, and I think it's going to look really, really good this year once everybody gets healthy. Knocking down the 3 in the corner right there. Then coming off once again the pick and roll from Mark Williams. Interesting floater selection, but it goes down. Mark and Melo are a really good pick and roll duo, and they abused that this game because Porzingis did not want to come out of the paint. He's not even out of the paint right here when LaMelo comes off this screen, and then he just slithers around, uses that ability when he comes off ball screens, gets the defender on his hip, and knocks it down. Here he is once again coming off of the ball screen, makes Porzingis commit, and then just drops it off to Mark Williams for the easy dunk there. Watch it again. Gets Drew Holiday on his hip, which is not an easy thing to do. Holiday, one of the best defenders in the NBA, and then just dumps it off to Mark Williams for the easy 2. Here he gets the clutch bucket over Holiday and Brown to send the game into overtime with 7 seconds left, and then just right back to work off of the Mark Williams screen. Mark is a great screener. I'll give him that. I mean, a lot of people haven't had much of a chance to watch him play because he played 19 games last year. Him and LaMelo were out the majority of the season, but when they are together, they are a great duo. And then this one got the whole stadium standing up, arena, whatever you want to call it, takes Drew Holiday's ankles, and then goes in and finishes over Porzingis with the left at the top corner of the glass. Over this stretch, he also averaged 8.7 assists, 6.7 rebounds, 49% shooting from the field, and 44% from 3 on 10.4 attempts per game. But he has only had 1 season in his career with 50 plus games played, which is why I think he is so underrated as a whole. People have really forgotten about LaMelo. 44% shooting from the field, 37% from 3 on his career, which is pretty average. But there has been another star in NBA history that had ankle injuries early in his career, and that's Steph Curry, who in his 3rd year only played 28 games. Now, he did shoot 49% from the field and 45% from 3, but he only averaged 14 a game. So it goes both ways there, and Curry, of course, he went on to be all right during his NBA career. So I think LaMelo can be the same. With that being said, let's go ahead and take a break here. Make sure to like button, leave me a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button. As you can see here, a large majority of the people that watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel. So if that is you, go ahead and fix that right now. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get back to the video. Looking at 2 games later from that Boston game, the Hornets hosted the New York Knicks in Charlotte. And this is just disrespectful right here by RJ Barrett. He doesn't even come above the free throw circle to contest this 3 by LaMelo, and that's just too easy knocking it down. LaMelo in this game would finish with 34 points as a part of his generational heater that he went on. 9 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 steal in this game. Continues to abuse RJ Barrett right there with the fake. Then navigating the JT Thor screen, South Sudan legend, and then here he comes. Look at this play right here. His eyes are up the floor. This is why I say he's one of the best transition passers in the league. His eyes are up the floor before he even takes a single dribble. Finds Brandon Miller for the dunk. Then he finds Miles Bridges in transition for the lob. People forgot how special Airbnb is up top. He finished this game 12 of 22 from the field, 8 of 13 from 3 in 35 minutes. But the Hornets did take the L, so he can go for 34, 9, and 5, and the Hornets can still lose by 15. That's how bad this Hornets team was last year. I mean, we still have PJ Gordon Hayward on this squad. Mark was actually healthy for this game, which, you know, that's something you don't see a lot, but Bryce McGowens and JT Thor were playing big-time rotation minutes. Okay, that's not going to happen next year. At the end of this video, we'll talk about the depth that the Hornets have this year, finally. But, I mean, LaMelo lit the Knicks up this game. That probably could have been a foul on Brunson falling away. Of course, it was a different Knicks team than what we're going to see this year with the two wing clamp demons that they have out there. Once again, finding Miles in transition, and then just a step back three over Julius Randle, high arcing shot, something crazy there. And then gets the mismatch with Mitchell Robinson and knocks down the three. Now, I think the Hornets have the perfect build around LaMelo Ball, and we've talked about this, but I think this is going to help him thrive. The fact that they have Tejan Salon, they have Brandon Miller, and they have Miles Bridges running with LaMelo in transition. We saw the lob from half court right here to Brandon Miller with the eyes up the vision before he even takes a dribble. And then here, once again, he knows where he's going with this ball before he even catches it, and that's up top to Miles Bridges. Once again, same thing here. He knows where he's going with this basketball before he even takes a dribble. Getting up court here, he has Miles Bridges, one of the most athletic players in the league, and I don't think you could have split this duo up. And then you also have the outside scoring of Brandon Miller. Tejan Salon is going to fit right in perfectly with this Hornets squad. And then you also have the pick and roll duo of LaMelo and Mark. I think things are setting up beautifully here for the Hornets. Now, in terms of them making the playoffs, I think they can. I think this is a new regime in Charlotte with the new management, with the new coach, a new starting five. It starts with the Summer League where the Hornets were 8-1, and then you have this new starting five. You bring in Josh Green to go with the core four you get back from last year, even though two of them were hurt the whole year. Green, you know, he was a good wing for that Dallas team that went to the finals, but what I really like is that he was 39% from 3 and 48% from the field while bringing very good defense. We don't need him to score. We just need a Drew Holiday type guy. Now, I'm not comparing or saying he's going to be Drew Holiday, but a Drew Holiday type guy to play there. People forget about how good Mark Williams is. We've already talked about this. And then the bench is going to be so much better than last year. Micic is a great backup point guard. Trey Mann, pretty good. Grant Williams was fantastic for us last year. Nick Richards is going to surprise some people this year, and then hopefully Cody Martin can stay healthy. And then you even have Salon, of course, the number 6 overall pick. You got Nick Smith Jr., you got KJ Simpson, who is eventually going to be a really, really good player for us. I think he's going to take an Andrew Nembhard type of career path. We will see, though. With that being said, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit the like button and hit the subscribe button if you did enjoy today's video at any point. And with all that being said, thanks so much for watching today's video.